Alright, so recently Netflix dropped their first teaser trailer for the upcoming third and final season of Squid Games. And yeah, that shit was pretty heat. I low-key forgot Squid Games existed because I didn't see any memes anymore. Like my entire feed for a bit was just Italian brain rot and shit. March and April meme review video coming soon, by the way. But yeah, this trailer basically revived the entire Squid Game fan base from the dead. And now everyone's hyped and cracked out. Like some of these comments in the trailer video may be a little too hyped up, like Squid Games is their lifeblood or something. But yeah, new trailer equals new content for all these random ass channels like mine to farm views. So yeah, here we go. So earlier this year, I made a Squid Games 3 predictions video, and that video is pretty much useless now because half the shit I said are complete bullshit. Like, I was so dialed into how human chess was going to be one of the games because I used to play chess when I was younger, and I do like watching chess, even though my chess.com rating is in the negatives. But anyway, yeah, that chess shit is so not happening because number one, it's not a Korean childhood game. I totally forgot that was the whole theme of Squid Games, is that they play childhood games that Korean kids often play. And number two, chess wouldn't be as easy to understand for some viewers. Like, it'll only cater to those nerds watching Magnus Carlsen or some shit. But yeah, anyway, number three, the chessboard, checkerboard looking thing on the wall. On initial reaction, people including me saw that and said, yeah, that is chess. And then you realize that is far from what a chessboard actually looks like. So yeah, that's just not happening. And that entire video I made, I'll just throw that shit away and start brand new with this video. Let's start with my initial thoughts of the trailer. Before I begin, I just want to say I'm going to limit any footages and use mostly screenshots because I don't want Netflix to nuke my channel. But anyway, yeah, I thought the trailer overall was pretty fire. I love that they don't include any dialogue and it's just shots from the show, but it sets the tone really well. Also, love the trailer music. I love the voice they use for the instrumental, similar to the one they used for the Pink Soldiers theme. They got Benson from regular show to decide the teams for one of the games, which I did hear about after making my Squid Game 3 predictions video. If you watched the upcoming Netflix title trailer a while ago, they also had a shot of the gumball machine, and of course, the baby crying at the end. People are saying that that's Chuni who finally gave birth, but no, that's not what it means at all, you idiots. It's actually the battle cry of Nayeon, who is actually Ilham from season 1 reincarnated as a baby. Shoutouts to one of the comments for the joke. I thought that shit was pretty funny, so I stole your joke. Thanks. Okay, that was my initial reactions of watching the trailer. Now let me go frame by frame with some of these shots and see if I have any more unoriginal thoughts. Alright, so from the start, they're bringing out the coffins. I first noticed Taeho's weak-ass snooping in the back. Like, damn, we really went from confident Marines Taeho to basically Minsu 2.0. Hopefully he locks the fuck in later in the show. But anyway, yeah, for some reason, Ki-hoon's in the coffin looking like William Afton on some I always come back type shit. Here in this next shot, we have the gumball scene. And a couple of thoughts here. So it looks like the teams are separated into teams of reds and blues, and I swear on the front man's left nut they better not spend 2 hours deciding who the teams are, because in season 2 they spend like half the fucking show voting. Like, bro, I'm not trying to watch the damn elections. I'm not these nerds looking at swing state vote counts live in real time. But anyway, let me sidetrack and explain why they're even choosing teams. So of the remaining 3 games left, I do believe they will still play Dongdong Dongdaemun and Monkey Bars, which means they'll play something other than chess. And many people have mentioned it in the comments, but another very possible game is Why Did You Come to My House? And when I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck is Why Did You Come to My House? And then I watched the Korean version and I said, oh yeah, I remember playing this game when I was a kid. A quick FYI, but I am Korean American and I did live in Korea when I was a kid. But anyway, yeah, this game makes so much more sense than chess because it is a kid's game played in Korea and the song they play mentions flowers, which is why the teaser poster had flowers on them. Also, the director Hwang Dong-hyuk said in an interview that that's one of his favorite childhood games, and it might be seen in Squid Games 3. So yeah, it's pretty much confirmed. Now, I low-key forgot how to play the game, but basically you're split between the attacking and the defending team, and you sing a really catchy song as you walk back and forth. Basically, the writing team saw how popular the ring-a-ring-a-ring shit was and decided to start song maxing. But anyway, let me continue. The defending team sings 우리 집에 왜 왔니 왜 왔니 왜 왔니, which basically means like, why did you come to my house? The attacking team then sings to pick flowers. And sorry, I'm not gonna sing the entire shit. That's just stupid. But anyway, the defending team responds, which flower? And then the attacking team says, blank flowers, where blank is someone from the opposite team. So for example, they'll say some shit like 현주꽃, or Hyunju Flowers, which means they want Hyunju to join their team. So the person who gets called out plays rock, paper, scissors with the person right across from them, and if they win, they get to stay, but if they lose, they have to join the other team. And they alternate the attack and defense side, play that shit until one team takes over the other team. Now this would definitely not work if there's just one team of blue and one team of red, because first of all, that's way too many fucking people in one team, because otherwise this game's gonna take the entire season and they gotta release Squid Game 4 for all the other games. And also, if the remaining team supposedly wins, then technically everyone wins if there's only two teams, you know what I mean? So I think they'll divide both the blue and red teams into two, so we have 4 teams total, and each pairs of teams will play until there's one team left, and the winning 2 teams advance to the next round. Let me know if that makes sense in the comments. So yeah, that's why they're choosing red and blue again. Also, there's a knife in the background. Not sure if that indicates anything, or if they just chose that to be edgy, but we will keep an eye out on that. So we see that Ki-hoon is on the red team, and then after, they show us this scene. So we got the VIPs in this really beautiful room, and I noticed this bald fuck over here. They invited fucking Jeff Bezos for this shit. Also, I noticed that there are female VIPs now. They saw that there's only dudes in the first season and said, hey, women can be evil too. And they done brought in some Ghislaine Maxwells. But yeah, this shot was pretty sick. I love the turquoise room and the choreographed dish servings here. Next scene, we have the maze. And yeah, I have no idea what to think of this shit, cause why is there a maze now? Maybe the monkey bar shit isn't a thing anymore, I don't know. But we see a timer here, maybe it's an obstacle course or something, maybe it's capture the flag or tag, but instead of tagging someone, you murk the fuck out of them as you see this guy in the back dead as hell. But we'll move on for now. So we can see that Hyunju is blue, Namgyu with his cheesing ass over here, high on ecstasy or some shit, with red, Yongshik with blue, and it turns out his mother Kumja is red. I mean, we all kind of saw this coming though. We also see more voting scenes, and please minimize the lengths of these scenes. By now we can tell who's gonna stay X and who's gonna stay O, so they most likely will speed it up. Also in the O team, we can see this guy, player 203. And if you don't know who this is Che Gi-hwa, who is most notable for playing the homeless guy in Train to Busan and the police captain in The Outlaws with Ma Dong-seok. Now this guy will surely be a more prominent villain in season 2, I'm assuming, because they're not just gonna waste such a talented actor to play an NPC. I remember he was shown like once in season 2, and I'm like, did this guy just show up to fuck around on set? But yeah, I'm glad he's getting more screen time. Here we can see Ki-hoon handcuffed, because they had to nerf the pro gamer. Not sure what the people in the back are lining up for, but I personally believe this sequence is gonna happen soon after he comes out of the casket. Like one of the pink soldiers is just gonna handcuff him down as they take him out. Here we see some Squid Game's loot crate boxes. In this frame it's pink, and in the next frame it's navy, so maybe each team gets their own box. But they're also receiving this not in the lobby, but when they're actually lined up for the game. So I'm wondering if it's a knife or something to use during the games. Here we see Hyunju squaring the fuck up, so she's about to factory reset and beat some motherfucker's ass. I also noticed that they're wearing some jersey or pennies or whatever of the color they received in the gumball, but it looks like Hyunju's in the maze in this one. So I actually think the gumball just decides the team for the rest of the series, not just one game. I'm still not sure what they're gonna do in the maze. Because it's timed, I'm leaning towards some type of team-based obstacle course / maze, but you're allowed to fuck each other up. Anyways, in the following frames, we see Sunya being a creep per usual, staring into the glory hole. Also, we see Minsu here shitting bricks. Maybe Minsu's gonna have a redemption arc since he was being a little pussy in season 2. Here we see Noor venting like a sussy-wussy amogus imposter, like Sebyuk in season 1. And yeah, I think her character is gonna be a lot more developed in season 3, cause in season 2 she basically had no screen presence. Looks like Chuno finally made it to the islands after dicking around with Captain Park for the entirety of season 2. I also especially like this scene here with the fans. Noor is outside here. So yeah, like I said in the Squid Game 3 predictions video, I do think she will switch sides and retaliate against the games and help Ki-hoon along. Here we see the pink soldier standing in front of a keyhole. Maybe the maze game is to find the key in the maze to get out, and the knife is basically the weapon that is allowed in the game. Through this hole, you can see Sunya with her squad of cultists. I seriously hope she gets murked sooner rather than later, because I don't really want to see her on screen that much. Like a little bit is enough, but after that just remove her from the script. In the next frame, we have Steve Jobs as one of the VIPs. I knew this motherfucker wasn't dead. He was chilling in Cancun with Tupac and Juice WRLD. Noor has the lighters here. I think she's gonna burn down the grounds. Surely she's not down in the file room just to smoke a cigarette or anything. Here we see Juno here finally infiltrating the rooms. This seems like a new area because I haven't seen anything like this before, but damn, the marbling on the walls are pretty nice. And then they show like 6 frames in 1 second, so let me slow down some of this shit. We see Mr. Hawk Coin here with a pretty serious face, curious to see what the reason is. And it's definitely not because Chuni dies. Like I said, they cannot kill Chuni off, or else all 4 Eyes One fans are gonna cry. We can't let that happen. We see someone drawing an arrow here, maybe trying to tell their teammates where the exit or the key is in the maze. They're wearing bracelets here, and not to enforce gender stereotypes, but I'm gonna assume this is a woman who is doing this. We see Kumja crying here, and damn, maybe the son is gonna die, cause why else would she be crying like this? I was low-key hoping the mom was gonna die, cause that'll be sadder. Like, I kinda don't care if YDG dies here, I'ma be for real. Anyways, we also see the piggy bank on the floor, and looky here, there is a checkerboard pattern on the floor now. If it's not chess, then I don't know what it is. Some people say they're gonna play Korean chess, also known as Changi, and no, that is not happening because 1, Changi doesn't even use a checkerboard pattern, it's something different, and 2, no fucking Korean kid plays Changi unless their dad or grandpa forces them to play. The trailer ends with Ki-hoon and Chuni, and I'ma be honest, I don't like how Ki-hoon was looking throughout the entire trailer. Bro's looking pretty damn soulless half the time. Is it just me? They better not turn this motherfucker into the new frontman, cause that would be lame as hell. But from the looks of it, this motherfucker looks ready to give up. Also, Chuni shedding tears here. I must say the reason is because Myunggi dies, and that's enough for her to shed a tear, but not completely bawl or anything, you know? And obviously at the end, the baby cries, so yeah, she's gonna pop out her kid. But I am so willing to bet that happens at the end of the show as like a somewhat happy ending. No way the show is gonna make us watch Chuni try to play the games while she's taking care of her kid throughout the entire show, in my opinion. Anyways, that's pretty much my thoughts slash reaction slash analysis for the teaser trailer. I am pretty sure they're gonna release another one with an actual dialogue, like an official trailer instead of a teaser one. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of the trailers in the comments. I know I didn't really say anything insightful and that the video was pretty rushed, but I wanted to put it out there while the food is still hot, you know what I mean? Speaking of food, my next video is going to be me ranking Korean foods. If you're interested in that, then please check it out later. Also, like I said, March/April meme review video coming soon as well. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more Yeetmo yappage. Like, comment, share, and all that shit. And yeah, everyone get ready for June 27th.